Hello and welcome. My name is Lilith, and this is The Chronicles of the Anathaema Ascendant, a Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader campaign. Episode 10, A Mission.
Finally getting another session in.
It's been a while. Honestly, I'm going to need a refresher.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember. Only thing I really know is you heard of heresy, or I remember. Well, part of it is because sticky notepad. Where are you? Oh yeah, because I have plans for today's mission that I've had open for like a month now.
Yeah, so last time, yeah, the planetary governor, I believe he came on board. D3D started a fight club.
Oh yeah, with Holt.
Nope, with some random crew members.
Yeah, as long as they can tell
Probably
anybody.
be interested though.
And then Holt found out about some heresy on board the ship. And yeah, I believe Aquila was drunk most of the time. Oh, you guys started, you guys got some business for one of the taverns and flew over the town and puked on some people. And I'm pretty much left.
Hey, we're memorable.
That is true. No one will probably ever forget you. Macarius did talk to some of the guards and convince them that D3D was not kidnapping you guys, but was returning you to the ship. I do remember that. Let's see here.
I met... Oh shit, what's her name now? Where's my notes?
Oh, and you did talk to a representative of the Adventurer Inc., and he was going to see if he had any missions for you, and also have you guys basically sign, like, a contract that you would, basically, like, in exchange for your help, you would get paid, that kind of stuff.
Okay, good. That's fair.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, the bar name was Seventh Heaven. And the signature drink now is the Fireball.
You're welcome, world.
That damn drink.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, I got the name of the bar.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there. That's why I don't have it. That makes more sense now.
Yeah, while they were out drinking, you were talking to Tybalt from the Adventurer Inc. about potentially getting missions. But, yeah. I guess. So then we would be starting this session off back on the ship, because that's where you guys were leaving for. Taking a shuttle back up after your adventure on Planetside.
Sorry, trying to go through all the damn folders on the computer and the drive.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my notes. I remember writing stuff down about the corruption, but I don't remember.
You spoke to a crew member on board the ship who told you that there were heretics on board and that the captain could be involved, seeing as how he went on board the ship and was the only one to come back.
I remember I had a lead of someone to talk to as well.
Yep, so the person that had come up to you, his name was Sam, and he was accusing John Johnson and Aretta Lynn of being heretics. He didn't really give you too many specifics, but just that he heard some things that could be taken as heretical, and he doesn't want to get in trouble.
Oh, nice, I found them. Decided to search my computer for Rogue Trader notes. I'm so glad I made it nice and easy for me.
all my notes are like sheets of paper. I did not make it easy for myself. And at least most of them are on colored pieces of paper, so I can like easily spot them. But yeah, I have.
But they're all.
I like to handwrite stuff.
I do too. It's just easier for me to keep it all together on my computer. I'm naturally so unorganized.
Most of the time, all this shit just stays on my desk next to me, so it's fine. But yeah, no, I understand completely. I am surprised I haven't lost some of this.
Most of my Google Drive is filled up with Pathfinder gaming shit. 4 gig.
My only problem with having it on the computer is that I have other screens open, so it's hard for me to look at notes and also look at my other stuff on the computer.
Yeah.
I don't.
Don't
in
worry, it gets a pain in the ass
my
tabbing
actual
around to
computer.
everything too.
And I don't think my computer could handle it. Okay, so upon waking up the next morning, there is essentially a voicemail left for you, Macarius, from
Okay.
Tybalt. And basically it just asks that as soon as you are available, he may have a potential mission for you that would fit your crew's specific abilities.
That sounds fair to me, I guess. Okay, Tybalt, Adventurer Inc. Oh, shit, hold on. Yeah.
He did open the box, yep.
That was
Whether or not
actually...
he will actually share what was ever in there, I mean,
That's still on me to decide.
yep.
So let's see. It's Tybalt mission. I'm trying to think if I would take them down with me or not. I know I would take D3D down with me for sure.
Yep, who you take is completely up to you.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take D3D, DD, Holt, and Aquila. See if Aquila can't get them some nicer clothes while we're down there.
Let's see.
Sure, I can steal a bunch of stuff. I mean,
No.
fire.
Oh yeah. Hey.
You work
How
for a
many
rogue trainer. We do acquire things all the time, and expense is not a concern. I know you're probably still going to steal it, but I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
All right, so you all are going to go with?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I was asked by the captain. I would.
Okay. You guys, are you just going to beam down there? Are you taking a shuttle down there or landing the ship down there?
Shuttle down. Yeah, shuttle down.
Okay. You guys land, and as soon as you leave the ship, the kind of sketchy looking dude that kind of came up to you the first time, he's still there. He's waiting there to greet you, but when he comes up, he makes sure that he is nowhere near D3D. And he's like, right this way. Tybalt's waiting for you.
Good. Lead on.
And he brings you to the same door that you went through the first time, and then leads you to, it must be actually Tybalt's office, because he leads you to the same door and ushers you in. And
Cool.
as soon as you all are situated in the room, he lays out a piece of paper in front of you. On it is just some basic rules of the guild and basically stating that while they offer you jobs, you're supposed to basically act upon your best behavior because you're representing them in a way, as well as representing yourself, but you're representing them. And that they will pay you upon the completion of whatever mission or thing that they need done, any job, they will pay you as soon as that is accomplished. And if there's any necessary things that are required for the job, they will either get you what is needed in order to acquire it or to finish it, or else they will give you a value money-wise for yourself to be able to purchase it.
Give you a direction in order to acquire it.
Yes. Essentially, like, they'll either give you money for whatever item is needed, or they will provide you with the item.
Okay. If I sign this, I will act in the interest of Adventurer Inc. as according to the rules here. But when I act on my own, I do not serve Adventurer.
No.
I have a higher priority.
Nope, this is
As long as
completely
that
just
is
for any
understood.
jobs that we are directly giving you. You are essentially representing both ourselves and yourself. If you are not if you're not doing a job for us, you can do essentially whatever you want to do. We don't really care.
Oh, that's fair. I was just making sure I wasn't getting myself too locked into anything, you know? Let's see. I think the Preacher Man, what's his actual class called? I want to call him
Missionary?
Purifier. Yeah, Missionary. That sounds way better than Purifier.
I like Purifier too. A missionary purifier.
I kind of like that too. From now on, Holt, you are a purifier.
I'm okay with that.
Yes, I title you Purifier of my ship. Uh-huh.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Purify it with fire.
Yep.
Oh, we're terrible, but I love it. So, Holt, do you see anything wrong with this? If anyone were to have the biggest trouble, I would see a man of faith having more trouble than the rest. Aquila serves her own interests, and Dead only has one interest.
I do wonder how we're serving the God Emperor.
Acquisition of power. Is that not what everyone here wants?
Tybalt looks to you specifically, Holt, and he says, in regards to what you just brought up, there are sometimes jobs put forth to us, basically from us and from interested parties that are within his direct rule, and like artifacts and such that we require to be found and brought to us so that they may be brought back to be inspected
handled.
or destroyed, depending on the Emperor's will.
Do I feel like he's being honest with me?
Why don't you make a roll for that? Let's see here. Scrutiny, I believe.
I knew there's something for him. Is there a scrutiny? Yeah, there is. Okay, that's probably it.
I was pretty sure I wasn't making that up.
Oh, God.
I mean, my screen's terrible. This is what always happens. I just, okay, yeah, sure, man. You're the best, most trustworthy person I've ever met since the last person I talked to.
If any of you guys want to roll it as well, you can. You're all in there kind of trying to make the best of this deal.
Oh, fuck it. I'll do it. Scrutiny.
What?
Are you serious? Hold
It's the
Wow.
gullible group of rubes we've ever met.
Yeah, and y'all didn't even roll the same thing. Y'all just suck equally.
Kind of amazing. Wow.
You suck a little less, but not much.
Oh, I knew I was fucking failing. I basically had to crit succeed in order to not fail.
I mean, realistically, Aquila had the best chance of succeeding on that, but it's not meant to
Wouldn't
be.
care.
But yeah, you guys all believe him. You think that he is 100% telling you the truth.
Well, then I look him in the eye and I say, "Your words have won me over, friend. We'll take the task."
I handhold the tablet first.
And he just like kind of points to like at the end there should be a spot for each of your signatures, or if you would like, as the captain of the ship, you are allowed to just sign for your whole ship. That is also okay.
I can sign from my crew. There are some here who have kind of decided to come along but not be crew.
I mean, however you would like to handle this, you are the captain of your ship, and we can do this however.
No, I'm going to hand it to Holt first. Then let's see. Dee Dee's the hardest one to judge. Hand it to Holt first, then Aquila, then Dee. And do you want to be Dee dead or what?
D3D.
D3D. Okay.
Yes, it stands for dead, but
No, that's fine. I just want to know, like, how to properly address the character, if that makes sense.
Does D3D sign? Does he know how to sign?
he looks at it and he kind of watches what everybody else does. He takes the paper and he's holding it in front of him, and then if a light bulb could go off above a head, this is that moment. So he takes one of his fingers, kind of pointing with the deal, and kind of pokes through that section of the page and rips it slightly, and then smiles and hands it back to you.
Good enough. And I just sign it and hand it right back to... Oh, let's see. Yeah, and sign it and hand it over to Tybalt.
He kind of looks at it, kind of squints his eyes a little bit. He just shakes his head and, like, he's just not even going to get into it. He's like, whatever, that works. He's used to eccentric people, but that was a little bit odder than usual for him.
I'm going to roll a charm on him to improve morale just because I can. Shit, if I can get to the right tab. Are you serious?
So what exactly are you trying to do? Just, like...
Add levity to this situation.
He kind of smiles, but you're pretty sure that he's just being polite. As is his job. And well, then he kind of just turns his back on you guys and he goes to one of his cabinets and looks through there for a minute, and he grabs a data slate out of there and he brings it back over to the table or the desk and sets it on there. And he says, so this here, and he kind of pushes it towards you, Macarius, has information on where the site I would like you to go and visit has been found. It is on this planet here. It was found not too long ago, and we're unsure of what exactly it is or who built it, but it is protected by creatures, and we need someone to go and clear out the area and investigate. Someone said that they had spotted giant spiders that are made of not flesh, but maybe of like rock or crystal or glass or something like that. They weren't sure. They didn't get too close. And as we don't exactly have a whole lot of crews that are willing to go out and investigate ruins and other potentially dangerous situations, some of the rogue traders around here like the fluff jobs. So you said that you guys were good at fighting, right? And he kind of look around at all of you.
We don't handle fluff quite as well as violence.
Good, then this is perfect for you. He taps the data slate, and it pops up like a map of the world, and on it, it's got marked where these ruins that he wants you to go investigate are. As you can see, they're in the forest of Amnicon, and that's basically all it is. It looks like it's just more forests that you've seen here on this planet before. It's just lots of it, and it seems to be that even from like a outer space shot, that it's pretty much just woods. There's not anything indicating that there's anything there.
Well, it's well hidden.
He kind of nods and he's just like, yeah, it must have been there for a very long time. I don't know what these particular people were doing out there to begin with to find it, but that's not on me to ask, so I didn't. But now that it's been discovered, it kind of comes under that it needs to be investigated to make sure there's nothing there that's too dangerous.
Now, this is me to DM. Looking at this map, is it something I would recognize as off-world, or is it just random place here that I wouldn't notice?
It's here on this planet. Like, you can tell from the map itself, it's just of this planet. And basically, it's just like like if you were in space looking down at the world, like it's a sphere, and it just has like a arrow drawn down, and it just says ruins here, and then it says Forest of Amnicon, and all you can tell is just green. Like, there's no civilization like anywhere near it.
Yeah. Okay. You just answered everything I had a question for.
Yep.
The men who saw the things, where are they? Saw the unknown spiders. The crystal, rock, or glass ones, whatever they were.
Well, it was one man, because, the other ones, actually, they didn't make it back. This guy, he was smart enough to, stay further back, I guess you could say. He has, requested to remain anonymous, and we have his detailed account here, and he just kind of hits the tablet again, and it goes to like basically a description, basically what the guy, the original guy who'd seen the creatures and was out there had seen, and basically his account of it.
Okay.
But he would prefer not to have to think about it anymore, as it kind of unnerved him, and, well, he did lose.
Can't imagine why.
A bunch of crewmates. So be careful out there. It doesn't seem like there's anything specific extra that you'll need. Maybe some bug spray. I don't know. Otherwise, good luck, and may the Emperor be with you.
Be well, Tybalt. May his hand guide you.
But yeah, if you read through like the account, it's pretty much like a diary account of what happened. Like, oh, we were trekking through the forest, just looking for any kind of creatures to slay, like, just whatever. And we came across these ruins, and
Okay, that's a good enough excuse. I'll believe it. You don't have to do anything more. Velité's major trade export is rare exotic meat.
Yeah.
Hunters going out into a wild forest just to find meat makes fucking sense.
Yeah. So, and this happened, you can see that there's like a date on there. This happened, his account of it happening took place about a week ago. When he returned, it probably was maybe a couple of days ago. So this is like a newer mission, and so you timed it just right in coming to Valacia to, for him to have someone to request this.
Well, that is good. The hell, this is.
So you guys, from looking at the map, it doesn't look like there'd be anywhere to really like nearby to really set down any kind of craft. You think maybe you could teleport in, but even still, that might be a little bit tricky with all the trees there. So you kind of have to think of how you'd maybe want to do it. It looks, you might need to do like some flybys, see if maybe you can find some place nearby to like get a little closer of a view. But yeah, it's up to you how you guys want to go about that.
Okay, I just finished my beer. I need to pee real quick, but I'm going to think about that. Do y'all have any ideas? Or can you come up with any while I'm trying to think of something better than we teleport to the surface? Because that sounds kind of lame.
Maybe try looking, flying above. Maybe there are something that's not readily visible that we can utilize. A flyby, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking.
Yeah, I mean, Istra and I can go out and take a look around. Don't necessarily need everybody to go out if it's just a survey.
Yeah, I feel like I would just get in the way.
I mean, realistically, anyone that can see could.
All I can see.
Just looking for an excuse to fly. Well, I can only fly a spacecraft. I don't know if transport would be considered.
I'm not really sure.
Okay, back from bio. Yeah, I like flyby best. I couldn't think of anything more interesting.
What is the God, it's been so many weeks. What is the actual ability using to fly? Is it just drive or
Pilot, which is it a spaceship? Is it flight? Is it a vehicle?
I just needed to know the skill so I could look and see.
Pilot.
Pilot spacecraft is what I have.
Okay, so
I may have another idea if we can't, land. He kind of just looks, waiting for somebody to say something like they even fucking heard what he said.
No, I'm actually considering because.
Well, if we can get one of those ships in the sky, I can carry quite well, apparently, anybody to the ground. I do have wings.
I just kind of look at you and blink and say, "Are you
That's
offering
weird
an
that you say
airdrop?"
that because I had a dream where you were carrying me. It was weird.
and to answer your question, like the shuttle would be like that you guys have been taking would probably just be considered a flyer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be pretty much just needing to get to a point because, I mean, I'm sure you'd get tired of carrying stuff and you'd...
Just get above the tree line.
Right, but where are you going to be flying from? Are you going to, like, have them fly in a regular vehicle and then just you fly out of that? Because, I mean, realistically, at that point, there's not really
No, but I
much of a
actually
difference unless
think
you're flying
the
them to the ground.
flying and landing this thing is a little bit of the suicidalist and best idea.
Ship named after me. It's the Aquila Lander.
Yeah, you could. Or you could just use rope, too, probably. Just, yeah, whatever you guys want to do. I don't really care.
Let's just hope we don't have to use it too frequently.
So did you guys decide what you're exactly going to do?
I think we're scouting, and then decide.
Scouting and gonna, if he's actually offering to drop us off, yeah, I'll take us doing that.
Okay. So you guys take off in your shuttle to fly to that area, and then I'll just need I guess an awareness test. Let's see here. Actually, do any of you guys have navigation? Any kind of navigation skills, like for the surface?
Just survival.
Or any kind of survival would work too.
Let's see.
Yeah, no.
Not even see survival.
I believe it's one of those extra ones that
You have to get.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be very helpful here.
I'll re-roll that.
I mean, should I still make an awareness check?
Huh?
My awareness is much better than my survival.
You could also roll awareness. Oh, nice.
You lucky.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so did any of you guys either of the other two of you want to roll awareness or anything like that?
I'll do it for the shot in the dark. You never know, I might succeed.
Then I think I take like a minus to that as well because of that. So like I'm definitely not. I'm very out of place out here.
Oh, so like the natural world does not feel, quote, natural to you.
Exactly. To me, it's natural to have all kinds of man-made structure all around you everywhere as far as.
Okay, that's fair. So yeah, you're kind of just the scenery itself kind of makes you a little anxious. You're looking around everywhere, but you're not really seeing anything.
Yeah, this place looks like it could use a good cleansing.
I hear wood burns
Some
really good.
purifying. Yeah.
Sir, soon. First, we must find what we came here for.
But as you're flying by, the rest of you do see the point that was marked out on the map. You can see just a little bit of white from a building, kind of just below the top of the tree line, but you can definitely see it. It is like stark white. But yeah, there's a lot of trees, and you're flying around for a bit, and yeah, there's not really anywhere to land. Like, this is heavily, like, dense rainforest. You think now, seeing it actually up close, that, yeah, D3D probably had the best idea of either flying you to the ground or somehow having, yeah, you guys basically go to the ground from the air here.
I'm going to guess we thought to... that probably worked too, actually, and much simpler. But I'm going to assume we brought someone else to pilot the ship back, or it can just float there on autopilot?
Yeah, I meant you. Yeah, you guys brought a pilot to actually fly you guys. When you guys go down to the planet and everything, you had someone actually pilot you down there.
Sorry, it just kind of clicked that it was like, what are we going to do with our ship?
Yeah. Since none of you guys actually know how to fly a ship, you just have one of your pilots fly you down there.
Sorry, I'm just closing all the extra windows now.
Let's see here. So I will move you guys to this.
Ooh, pretty.
I thought my screen fucked up for a second. Just to color out the corner.
And the sad part is, this is actually way better than anything I can do as far as a background goes.
And this was just me futzing around on Roll20.
I'm not joking, though. This is actually, in my opinion, way better than what I can do with a background.
Well,
And I like drawing.
So yeah, you guys land, and you just see trees everywhere. There's lots of ground cover. There's bushes everywhere. There's vines kind of trailing down some of the trees and kind of roping between them. And the ground is littered with twigs and leaves. There's not much light making it down this far either, so it's fairly dark. Because all the natural light is getting caught in the leaves from above. And it feels really moist in here. Like, it's definitely got that same feeling that Valacia does. It's just being hot and sticky. You don't see anything out of the ordinary for a forest here. You can't see that building that you had seen when you were above the trees, but you know it's very, very close. That's just like how thick the trees are and how dense the forest is. I will need you all to roll perception for me.
Closing eyes and rolling.
And I'm going to assume that one of you has either you all have like data beads to talk to each other, or that at least one of you has like a voxcaster to talk back to the ship or to summon your shuttle
have
back
both.
over here. Okay.
Yeah, I've got to be.
Oh my god, 5.4. But it's such a bad skill. Do I bother even burning the point?
Up to you.
Using. Rephrase. Using, not burning.
I need a roll still from Aquila.
I'm not going to burn it. Fuck it. Oh, shit. And he passed. Good job, Scott. Or Aquila, whichever's better. Alright, probably another awareness fail. And look. Mother. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Man, my awareness is pimp. 97. They just kind of point out the obvious thing that everyone else has not been paying attention to, usually. There's also... She doesn't exactly seem unused to drinking heavily.
Yeah, a couple drinks just get her on the level, you know.
Yeah, basically, I've met a few high functioning alcoholics. I'm assuming Aquila will point that all out to us. Something that's not. Ah, there we go. And besides the strange ruins that we're looking for, what would you be speaking of?
Oh yeah, speaking of, What are we doing here again? I may have fallen asleep during that meeting.
I don't blame you. We're here at the ruins looking to see what's going on here. Be on the watch out for monsters. Giant spiders of glass or stone or some such. Possibly.
Doesn't people have better vocabulary? This a monster. That's a monster. It's just not understanding.
I didn't say it was a monster. Well, yes, I did, actually. I take that back. But we don't know if that's how it started, do we, D3D? Or, yeah, D3D. It may have started as something else. And I'm going to agree with Aquila at this and be like, well, we've been told here it's dangerous. Pull your weapons. Be ready. I can only imagine how quickly Holt pulls up his flamer and starts just kind of eyes glancing back and forth like
Just looking for a reason.
I think I put it in here. Yep, I did. Okay.
Oh, but yeah, I'm definitely on guard. As soon as we left the city, I'm just like on edge. I'm looking for anything that looks like it needs a little bit of heat treatment.
I have to ask, is that supposed to be me?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah.
No. I need you all to roll initiative.
okay. Oh, wait, that's the...
Actually.
Oh, shit. I definitely need to pull up the combat stuff now. Uh-oh.
We lost some.
Welcome back.
We gained some.
Well, I got scared that our internet fucked up, even though the guy was here.
Also, I see
You guys know
that
you're supposed to roll low on the D100 rolls.
Posthumous senses danger in rolls. I believe Posthumous is dead.
Well played, Mir.
And I need Holt to roll initiative still.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. There isn't a button for that, right? I just rolled 10, I think.
1d10 plus agility.
Agility, yeah.
I think you can use a fate point to get a 10 if you wish. But I don't know if you have to do it before roll.
It's not a bad roll. No.
Yeah. Count as having rolled 10 for initiative.
Alright, so Aquila, you rolled a 10, so you get to go first. You see this monster in front of you. It's up on 2 legs, but it has 4 arms and fangs, and its claws look pretty sharp, and it looks pretty terrifying.
I'm going to shoot it.
Alright.
So I'm nearby Holt, so I don't have to say I shoot and then move behind Holt. So I will aim, do a half aim, and then.
How far away is this target from us?
I'd say it's probably within 15 meters.
I was just more or less wondering if I have a charger.
I'm going to guess the force makes ranged combat kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
Mm,
I don't mind. Makes it interesting.
I have yet to mess with this new gun.
hold on 1 second. I forgot to do something really quick. Maybe I put it on this other one. No, I didn't. Okay. That's fine. Okay. You hit it, and you hear this scream. It sounds like a human scream, and it is like ear-splitting, like horror movie kind of scream. And what kind of gun are you using again? Hand cannon?
The new hand cannon, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and you see, like, blood just start gushing out of the hole where it was hit. It is Holt's turn.
Someone better cauterize that wound. Can
I wonder
give
who
him-
would do that.
Yeah, I think I got just the medical implement. How close is
It's pretty close. I think it's like within 15 meters of you guys.
it? Then I burn it. Let's see, I ignore the attack roll. Oh, and get maxed in.
Nice. Okay. Give me 1 second here. I forgot to write something down. My bad.
It's all good. And I do have flame weapon training, so I think. Oh wait, that's not that. So yeah, he doesn't get a bonus to his dodge or anything.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. As soon as you fire it, it shrieks and starts like shriveling up and falling to the ground, and it's just like kind of like a scream slash squeal. Kind of sounds like steam being released, like that high pitched noise like a kettle makes.
Oh, lovely. That is the impurity leaving its body.
Indeed it is.
And then you.
I'm curious about my damage roll. Like, it says I got a 10 plus 4, but it gives me 8.
No, you got a 4 plus 4. The bottom one is
Oh,
an
okay. I see now.
indication
Okay,
of a crit or whatever the hell it is.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, continue with your description.
So as it falls and crumples, you hear like a shout, "No!" And I want you all to roll scrutiny.
I would try to roll it even if I didn't have it trained at this point.
Sounds like something else that needs to be burned.
Using a point. And it's terrible. I don't care. Still using it. Oh, this is gonna suck. Did I fail? Oh, yeah.
Most definitely.
Bio.
We'll just do that. That's its dead. Okay. You guys didn't think that there was supposed to be any other humans around. You know that voice didn't come from the creature you just killed, but it sounded like it came from somewhere nearby in the forest. If you have awareness, roll that now.
Like if we have it trained.
Well, I mean, you can just roll it in general.
I clearly don't have awareness.
Okay, and I need to roll.
That's
I do. And I've rolled it. I don't know why it's not coming up on the chat log.
you did pretty well.
Yep, you got 4.7 degrees of success.
Oh, gotcha. There it is.
Okay, so both Aquila and Macarius can see that just a little bit further in past where the other ones, the other creature that they saw, they see another one. And it is moving up. I need to move to object layer. And it screams at you, "Why?" And it sounds very human. And it would attack whoever is closest.
Oh, that would be me. I was planning to move up towards the body and check it out.
Okay. So it would swipe at you with its claw.
You kind of cut out there with its claws or whatever.
Yeah, with its claws.
Wait, in that case, I'm going to. I was kind of surprised this thing showed up, but my quick reflexes kick in. I'm going to enact Guardian, and once per combat, I'm going to intercept the attack for the ally.
Okay.
Whoa.
As you like dash in to save Holt from getting mauled by this thing, it swings, but because of the movement and you kind of moving him out of the way and coming closer, he misses completely. And then it is D3D, it's your turn.
My hero.
And I yell real bushily, "My turn!" And then smash with the hammer.
Good.
Wow, okay.
Jeez.
He tries to dodge it, but just gets smashed.
It's one of those sideways glances, too, because at some point I realized that trying to come down, while glorious should I hit, often seems like I don't do as well or as lucky on a hit, so I've kind of had that Louisville slugger swing as kind of my staple.
And it's like slow motion, like where you just see the hammer like meet its bot, like midway through its body, and you just see it like move sideways and then just get carried by the hammer and go flying into a tree nearby. And you can hear like a crack, as you're pretty sure that if the hammer damage itself didn't kill it, that the impact with the tree definitely would have, just because of how much force was behind it. It doesn't even have a chance to really scream or make any noise. It just is dead.
Well done.
Oh, both of them.
I turn around. I turn around and I look. You okay?
Oh, I'm just fine. I think I found me a new sparring partner, though.
Are you sure about that?
You may want to be careful with that.
Oh, trust me, I'll learn.
And on that note, Aquila, if you wouldn't mind, could you please show Holt where you managed to get your new headpiece? He may need some better protection soon.
What? My protection's as good as it gets.
I'm just
he's
more
not
thinking
wrong.
about you're about to be hit by D3D. You need better armor, fucker.
But actually, that's a good point. I need better than the best here. I may need a couple days of sick leave here, Captain.
It's insane because the Great Hammer is 2d10 plus 2 because of the plus 2, and then it adds my strength mod, which is a fucking 7.
Yeah. All right. After they've both been slaughtered, you can hear some other sounds kind of pick back up in the forest, like some chirping and some other noises, but you also can hear, like, they sound like whispers. Like, oh, how could you do that? You're the worst. Just, like, really kind of, like, trying to make you feel uneasy.
I start shouting back at them, "You dare question the will of the Emperor? Come out and receive the same treatment as your friend."
Do not engage them, Holt. You're only making them happy.
I shoot off a couple bursts of flame to make my point.
Aquila. Go ahead. I was just about to ask Aquila if she can find the way. I know it's shitty as shit, but she seems to be the only one who knows how to walk through a forest without getting lost.
You, like, burn down a tree.
Perfect. I was thinking I'd aim right for a tree.
Watching Holt's excitement, so I take my hammer and have it the heavy end down, and I just start smashing it into the one on the ground's face. Come out, or I not stop.
That just eggs me on further. I keep unloading a full like tanker of fuel and just spreading it around. Yeah. Show yourself.
You just hear, like, shrieking, like, ah, like more like hissing kind of noises, just like as some of these trees burn. You're not sure if they're actually coming from the trees or if it's...
Hey, give me a sec. I don't mean this mean. My doorknob just broke and I'm locked in my house.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
All right. The windows are for, I guess, huh?
I just... Sure. Well, while he takes care of that, you guys hear, like, more shrieking and stuff, but nothing comes out, nothing tries to attack you, and eventually, basically the noises stop again. There's still, like, the chirping and stuff, but most of it's kind of coming from further away, because even the birds are scared they're going to get burnt to a crisp, or their homes are going to be burned down.
I only stop smashing when it basically becomes nothing but paste, anyway.
And I wish I was fucking kidding, but Ross will be pissy as fuck if he can't walk in.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Oh, you don't know, Ross. It's going to be horrible.
Well, I mean, I could understand them just normally being annoyed if you can't get into your house because the door won't work. But yeah, I don't know anything about this guy. But yeah, when I expend my full flamer tank,
I'm guessing you just have another one that you could just stick in.
yeah. I mean, you hooked me up with fuel from that one expedition, so I always carry a spare. I don't even know, like, I never thought, like, weight mattered or anything like that, so I never, like, specifically said how many I had. I'm not sure if that's something I should start keeping track of.
Maybe when you're going down on the planet, some kind of note of how many you're bringing with would be good, but otherwise, I think really, like, you don't really need to worry about purchasing more, because I assume that every time you guys make a like stop, you refill with getting whatever you need to maintain a certain amount of stocks on the ship.
Okay. Then I guess it'd be a matter of how many could I realistically carry with me. Like, I'm sure Oak would want to be well supplied, minimum of like 5 extra tanks.
Yeah, let me look to see how much they actually. God damn it. Let me look to see like how much they weigh and stuff, because I imagine it probably wouldn't be, or how big they would be, because I imagine they're just like kind of canisters, since it's just like a gun, right?
It's like it has like big canisters, I'm pretty sure.
So like towards the back where the back grip handle is.
I'd have to take a look at the picture of it again, though. I'll pull up the handbook here.
Okay, flame weapons. Because you just have the flamer, right?
Yeah, the basic one, not the small flamer and not the huge flamer.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of like it almost looks like a grenade attached to it, like as a clip. So I'd imagine, yeah, you'd be able to carry many of them.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too cumbersome at all. I mean, shit, I'd carry like 10 of them. I would want to be able to burn as much as I ever felt like I needed to. And I am pretty strong. Well, reasonably strong.
Yeah, so it seems like it'd be pretty easy to carry a bunch of them. Even if you could even potentially have like a bandolier kind of deal and just have a bunch of them in there. Like, they don't look like they'd be super big.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect. I'd love to have a bandolier.
And considering how you like to use them, that kind of fits.
I'd love to have them. Yeah, another tank at easy access.
Or a belt or something, yeah.
I know, right? All those tanks on my body. Like, it's just a matter of time till one of them gets hit and explodes.
I mean, there is that potential that could happen, yeah. So maybe you don't want to do that.
No, that's the way Holt would live his life. Strapped and ready to go.
Well, guys, if you don't think you're getting out of a situation, all you gotta do is push them in and throw light or shoot one of the canisters.
Oh, he's crazy enough in the right circumstance. He'd go in willingly, just like that.
What I miss? Do I want to know?
You didn't miss much. We were just more or less talking about Holt's canister count and his ability to go up in flames easily.
Oh, that'll be entertaining. I just hope Ross isn't a pissy bitch. Anyways, all right. Who's up?
You're not able to fix it?
It's almost 9 at night, dude. I don't know. I'm not a locksmith. I work in a vape shop. There's a slight difference in professions.
Well, I didn't know if it was something simple like it just came down and basically you just refasten kind of a thing. That maybe just something came loose. So
No, if that happened, I wouldn't have told y'all shit. I'd have just fixed it and been over with it. But the fact I'm inside my apartment talking on my computer and the door will not unlock.
Tell Ross to go stay over the girlfriend's house. You got female company tonight and you don't want him to barge in?
That'd be funny and work if his girlfriend didn't live with us.
Oh. That shows you how much I'm out on that one. Shit.
Well, I'm going to step onto the porch, grab a few puffs, try to de-stress.
Okay. Uh-oh. Nope. Oh my god. Why is this being such a stupid thing?
I was gonna ask if these look to be abhumans or some other species, xenospecies, but there's not much left to examine.
Well, there's one against the tree you could go examine. I didn't mush it.
From what you saw of it, and if you go, yeah, look at one of them. I'm sure they only destroyed really one of them. The only thing that makes it look kind of humanoid is the fact that it is standing on two legs. But otherwise, looks more bug-like than humanoid.
Are there any tree branches that are within 20 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you literally could just look down and there's some on the ground. Like, there's trees
No,
everywhere.
looking for one that's hanging on the tree, like within 20 feet. Or
Yeah, you could look just about anywhere and smack yourself in the face with one.
all right. I think maybe we string this thing up, and that way maybe we can circle back and pick up the body. I mean, the guy said he wanted to know what was out here, so what better way to do that than to bring one of these?
Okay. So is there anything still alive, or did they successfully nuke everything?
Well, it sounds like there's still some living stuff out there, but it's not getting close.
Right. The force doesn't like us now.
Well, the feeling's mutual. I'm just kind of start glaring at trees and bushes and shit. Like, you could have been a house or something useful.
It's like the anti-fern gully over here.
He's a hive worlder.
This shit just ain't natural, I tell you. Look at the way it just grows out of the ground, uncontrolled. It's chaos. It's chaos.
Just towards the fucking temple, towards the ruins. Let's figure this shit out and get paid. This quote unquote should be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, does anyone have use device or it would be tech use?
Not yet. It is such a stupid late skill. I don't know if I'll take it.
Big radio tower. I was sitting thinking of the anime shit that we like watching.
These are literally the ruins that you guys saw from the sky.
So yeah, I got it as a basic untrained skill.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
I can roll bad with that one too.
Okay, it's not terrible. Level 4, I can get it. Oh, Jesus.
All right. I'm gonna proceed as though I didn't know you rolled the skill. Do you remember Karacha? We were hunting those heretics, but they were really well dug in.
Just made it all the more satisfying to burn them out.
Yeah, but getting to them was the problem. So what we did was we rigged the bodies of their fallen with grenades. Remember?
Oh, how could I forget? Such a devious trick.
Yeah, so why don't we do that? I'm just gonna go stand over here while you do.
I like the way you think. Wait a minute. Kind of grumbling to myself back over and start rigging up bodies.
Well, at this point, there's only a body.
Well, there's two. Well, I guess maybe they're kind of burning. Well, one's burning.
Oh no!
Or wait, he pretty much pulverized. Yeah.
Put that one.
Well, I would rig up the V1 body. So,
Okay.
take a look at that list of armaments we have.
Do you want to maybe use Fate Point to try to reroll?
I wasn't actually. Oh, so that would be a tech use roll. I mean, I wasn't rolling that specifically for anything. I was just using it to use. But I would use a fate point to re-roll it if that's how you want to handle it.
I guess it. So are you just trying to put a grenade to blow up if someone comes over? Like how are you trying to rig it?
I haven't really looked into the tech use skill, so I'm not sure what my capability is with it. But
I'm not
yeah,
even
the
sure if
idea
it
is
would be that.
I
It
mean,
could be
I just want to
survival.
know what you're trying to, how you're trying to rig it. Like, I don't know necessarily that'd be tech use, but I just want to know what you're trying to exactly do.
I'm just trying to like rig an explosive to the body so that when one of their buddies comes over and tries to like take it to bury it or do whatever with it, it goes off and kills one of them.
So, assuming that it's the same or similar type of grenades that we use, you could just prop it so that you could remove the pin, and then once
Yeah.
the body's moved, then
It
the
would-
handle would spring.
Exactly.
Let me see here.
I mean, I think the only real explosives I would have on me though would be like the frag grenades we got from before and like my flame. But I don't think I could rig that up quite the same way.
I would think frags would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, frags would probably work just fine for that. I'm just trying to look to see if there's any specific, like thing you need to be able to use, like in order to like throw a grenade or anything like that. If there's any specific ability you're
Throwing
supposed
is
to use, if
just
you're
a ballistic.
right? Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
it seems
an
like
intelligence check.
okay. I mean, it does seem like a pretty simple action to just pull the pin out and prop it
Or
so
agility.
that the handle has pressure.
Actually, probably agility.
Yeah,
You can do it
okay,
fast
I'll
enough.
do it. Whew. That should be enough.
Yeah, you're real quick about it. You just kind of pull it out and throw it under real quick, and it's good. You're good to go. If anyone moves that, you're pretty sure that they are gonna both blow to smithereens.
It's kind of chuckle somewhat evilly under my breath. It's like, those foolish wood dwellers get what's coming.
So after you rig the body, you guys start moving forward, I assume.
Yeah, those are the weirdest looking spiders I've ever seen, but apparently that's what they said they were, unless there's something else.
Wait, spiders? Nobody said anything about spiders.
You were asleep. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
What's wrong, D3
He
dude?
looks over to Holt, and you actually see him crying, and what his jaw could be quivering. And I just like, please burn them.
Wait, what are you talking about?
They said something about spiders.
Yeah, you want me to burn something? All right.
Yeah, he wants you to burn all the spiders, which, I mean, you don't see any right now, but you were paying attention, so you do know that that is what the report says was seen. So you guys get closer, and you can finally see a building coming more into view. You can kind of see it through the leaves now a little bit more. And then I would like anyone that has Sign of Science to roll that.
I don't think I have that. Let me check.
I think the only person that does is Aquila, but one of the others
Rerolling.
might.
No, I have the ability, those magic abilities, but I don't have sound summons
Not me.
because of the mutation. But that's it.
Wah, wah.
Ah, you tried.
All right. So you guys get closer and you can see the building, and it's very white. It's made of a material that you're unsure of what exactly it is. For the most part, the bottom is kind of hidden beneath shrubbery and vines and moss. Basically, it's been kind of like the wildlife, the nature has been trying to take it over. And the building itself is almost as tall as the trees, and you could kind of see it from above. You could see kind of a little bit through the trees. Even so, the building doesn't look like it's crumbling at all, and it looks pretty much brand new. Like, he said ruins, but he pretty much just, you're thinking now, said that as it's from a culture that's no longer around. And if any of you guys have Forbidden Lore Xenos, now would be the time to roll that.
Let's say. Nope.
Good, that stuff's forbidden,
Oh, even if you
It's not-
rolled it, I don't have to tell you.
That's true.
You know, rogue traders have the ability to trade with Xeno species.
Just because they have the ability doesn't mean they should.
It's debatable. Sometimes they have good shit.
Oh, you know that the Emperor has allied with Xenos.
Well,
Gotta stay alive.
I'm sure he hasn't truly allied with them, just enough to get by.
Oh, sure. Well, they ceased hostility.
Exactly. Everyone knows that just means you're building up future hostility.
Just holding it back so at one point it can just explode.
Yeah, just one big massive hostility.
I would like to redeem this coupon for 1 hostility, please.
I love it.
So I'm going to take that as no one has any kind of forbidden lore.
Well,
Heresy.
I've got heresy. Gotta know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, that wouldn't really apply here.
Well, I don't need to roll to know that this is heresy.
Thank you. I also have scholastic lore of the Imperial Creed.
Also, don't think that's very useful at the moment.
Hey, now.
Maybe if you had tried to talk to the guys you just killed, you could have just started spouting that at them, or...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Enough with the heresy. Guys, really?
But, I mean, you don't see any kind of door or windows on this building. Like, it looks like basically it is a cube. Like, you're not really sure how you're supposed to get in there.
What do you think, guys? Should I burn it?
Dad, D3D,
I
I'm pretty
could
sure
break
that
a wall.
the door is supposed to be right here. Apparently,
If
all
you
of my
ask me-
characters have a thing for making you punch walls.
Yeah, that's all I was about to ask.
I was gonna say, or you guys could just roll awareness to see if you could find a door.
I've got a chain sword. Let's use it.
One, I roll awareness. 2, I break open a door.
While Holt is being like, hey, you could just punch a hole, and Aquila's like, oh yeah, the door should be like right here. Macarius actually like starts going around the corner, and he's like, he sees it. Like, there's just this slight line where potentially the door should be. So do you try to open it, or...
Hey, D3D, I have an idea. Why don't you hit right there really hard? And I point at the door.
This makes me think of our first Shadowrun game, where I punched through the door and it just like flew back and took out a couple guys.
Remember, you punched through like a bulletproof window and threw the guy's head on top.
Alright, yeah, sure. I'll slam against the door, looking to basically knock it free of its hinges and fling backwards.
Why use brains when you got brawn?
So do you want a strength roll or the weapon roll?
The strength roll. Unless you're actually using your weapon. Alright. So you just go up to it and punch it really hard?
Yep. Just literally just rear back and just. I don't punch. I like open palm hit it because for some odd reason I think that'd be cooler.
Alright. You open palm punch it, and it moves in some. Like, it opens about an inch inwards, and it stops. And it's not because you didn't hit it hard enough. Well, I mean, you kind of hit it hard, but since you're right there, Makaris, you realize that the door isn't like a swinging door. It's like goes out and then starts moving to the side, except now it's probably jammed. So there's air kind of able to get out of there now, but there's maybe like an inch to be able to see through.
Have you heard the joke about the old people behind the fence who were yelling 8, 8, 8?
I punch again. When at first it don't succeed, make it.
You do it again, and it kind of like, you hear like a grinding, almost like stone on stone, and then you just hear a foop and a crash as like the door just like, it scrapes against the bottom for a little bit and then just falls over, and you hear it crack, and you just see like a line right down the middle as it kind of broke apart on the floor.
What I see in the room is like as I'm watching the door kind of do its fall thing, and I'm kind of glancing inside. What do I see?
You see a lot of darkness.
I can see in the dark.
That's true, you can.
That's why you can see all the darkness. See, I can't even see that. It's too dark.
What you see is a lot of like pillars and like containers of sorts. But you hear more than anything like a scuttling kind of noise.
Nope. You flamed now. Now.
Oh, I love your arachnophobia. You make it a very fun character trait.
What better? How better to roleplay something when it's actually a real problem?
Right?
Oh, Jay, can't you just feel like the little legs on like right on your ear?
Yeah, you would not like the basement I'm living in right now.
So I put away my hand cannon and I prime a grenade. Well, I have a grenade ready to be primed.
I didn't mean to do that. Close it. And
Hope, you gonna take the point?
Yeah, Let me get.
And I'll send glow globes ahead so people can see.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to light as much as I can with my flamer along the way. Like, I'm going to clear a path. I'm going to burn freaking walls around us, the ceiling above us, and if I need to, the floor in front of me. I've got plenty of fuel, and I'm not afraid to go through quite a few tanks. Especially the ceiling above us.
So you just go in there and start flaming?
Yep.
Alright. Make a flamer roll.
Aquila's kind of rolling her eyes, but at this point she knows there's nothing that she can do to stop.
I mean, if you can see his face, he's just, he's got glee written all over. He loves his work, and especially when he gets to use his flame.
So how are you going about this? Are you just standing in the doorway and just flaming from there? Or are you literally just walking through, flaming everything?
To start, yeah, I'm gonna stand in the doorway and just clear a nice little path around. Then I'm gonna get up above. I don't want anything dropping down on me, and then I'm just gonna slowly advance forward and just keep like a 20-yard radius around us clear. I'm not trying to burn everything, but just anything that gets even remotely close enough to make me think it could use some fire.
Okay. I will need initiative rolls, sorry.
Okay. And I just realized I have a talent that does give me a +1 to my initiative rolls. I haven't been factoring in, so
okay.
It's fine. I know.
Don't feel bad. I forgot about Weapon Master. I had the 2 damage added on the weapon, but I forgot to do the plus 10% to hit and plus 2 to initiative.
Don't. Yep. It just comes with learning a new game. I still have to double check my character sheet like every session.
So you can just put me behind Holt, because I'm waiting for him to...
Yeah, take that, spiders.
The good news is the captain will go last, which means he'll be able to run away again.
Classic.
Well, he hasn't rolled yet.
He's already running. What does this place smell like? I guess before I start burning it, and after.
It smells kind of like stale air. Like there hasn't been a whole lot of air filtration into here. But it's not like super, super bad. Like it's not gonna make you pass out from bad air. It's just not a lot of fresh air has been getting in here.
Yeah, enough to make us realize like no one's really come in here anytime recently.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool in there. Like compared to outside, like it's refreshing to come inside here. Like it's actually pretty cold. Probably at least like 20 degrees cooler in here than it is outside. And as soon as you entered in, all of you can kind of hear a hum. And you didn't hear it before you stepped through the door.
I'd want to test that. Like I'd kind of like stick my head just outside the door and see if I can hear it and just play with it and see at like what point there's like a distinct like line, like the threshold is stopping the sound.
if you're inside or outside, you can hear it. It just wasn't going. Couldn't hear it beforehand, but now, no matter where you stand, you can hear it.
Okay. Does it
Sorry.
sound more mechanical or organic?
It sounds more mechanical, like almost kind of like a generator humming, but
Yeah. Like maybe there's an AC unit that's keeping this place so cool.
could be.
Nothing threatening at all about that.
It's fine, CJ. I just need a initiative roll.
How high up are the ceilings in here?
They're pretty high. Like the ceilings are probably I don't know, how tall is a normal room? It's probably about twice that size.
The whole room's 10 foot.
Okay. So yeah, it's about twice the height of a normal room.
Okay. I guess what I'm just mostly concerned with that my flamer reaches the top, and it does. So I'm not concerned with that.
Are you worried about giant spiders falling on your face?
I actually am worried about just that. Yeah.
Trying to think.
I mean, it looks like there's one hanging from the ceiling right there in the picture.
Yep, it's about halfway down the room. The room is probably let's see. That's 20, about 40 feet long. So you could probably see about as far as your flamer shoots. D3D could see probably a little bit further than that. I don't know how well like dark vision works.
I love how she says that because I imagine that for being such a big, bulky, and scary guy, he's in there, but you just see like just a little bit of the head just kind of peeking into seeing what the fuck's going on.
You're cowering
like
behind the
I ain't
pillow.
going in there. I ain't going in there, but I'm looking. And if I see it, then I'll be like, there.
Yeah, so you guys can, everyone else can see about the length of Holt's flame.
Which is 20 yards.
Which that sounded terrible, but yes. And when you start shooting flame, nothing seems to be burning. Like the walls and the floor and the ceiling, none of it is made of wood. And it could be all stone, but it's like startling like white. Like it is pure white. And you've never really seen anything quite like it before. And because of how white it is, it does reflect the light really well. So even though the room is like 40 feet long, it's actually probably 40 feet by 40 feet. So even though your flame can only illuminate like 20, it still kind of gives you an extra little bit of glow past that because of how white the walls and the floor and the ceiling are. But yeah, there's pillars here and there, kind of for support, potentially, or decoration. You're not really sure. But yeah, you spend your round just flaming everything you can see or not see.
Sounds like a round well spent.
Okay. Aquila, you said you were going to wait till after he went?
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Do I see anything that looks like a statue?
Why don't you roll me a awareness test? You do see just past where his like flaming light reaches against the wall. You see a figure-like thing, like something that could be potentially made out of stone, could be a statue. You're not really sure from this distance because of how the lighting is. It kind of obscures what it actually is, but it looks like it could be some kind of statue.
All right. I do a half aim and a throw a grenade at it.
Okay. All right. Take the grenade out and you chuck it, and you hit it, and as it's bouncing off of it, it explodes. And in that explosion, you could see that it was some kind of statue. You're not really sure what it was a statue of, because in that instant, it just shatters.
Got it.
Bolt's kind of surprised at first, but then he gets looks at it. He's like, "Woo, yeah!"
D3D, your turn.
The first assessment is the spider thingy dead.
There's a lot of spidery things.
He doesn't know that.
Don't say that.
I'm peeking enough to see the one big spidery thing that I saw.
I mean, I said I got it.
I hang up my hammer and I pull out my sniper rifle to find out for myself.
All right. You want to roll an awareness test? You're looking down the scope, and you think you might have seen something, but you're not sure if it was actually something or if it was just how the light was bouncing off of something else and creating shadows.
Fire! Aim and fire. Reroll. It did worse.
Makes
I did
sense, though.
reroll.
Take a shot and you shoot, and you just hear the noise of like it hitting something, but you're not sure. You're not sure what. But shortly after the noise of the shot, let's see here. Let's see how fast this thing can move.
I just pictured D3D like shooting and then throwing his gun down the hallway and running away.
Why the fuck would I run? I'm faster flying.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be thinking. You'd just be like, no!
Okay, so Alright. So Macarius, it's gonna be your turn.
I'm going to assume it's generally not in my line of sight since I don't see glowy stuff right.
Yeah, you haven't really seen anything yet. I'm not sure. How are you guys like are you guys all inside the room now, or are you guys like poking your heads
I wouldn't
into
be
the
inside
doorway?
complete. I would be doing that. I would send in glow globes behind them to light up the room so I could see what I'm doing because I don't have fucking night vision.
What's wrong with just, flamer? so romantic.
Yes, except for being surrounded in the darkness.
It just sets the mood, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to send some light. Candlelight, if you will.
The light I sent was very brief, but very impactful.
And the other would be pull weapons, I guess? Or would I have them? No, inspecting the thing probably wouldn't be carrying them, so pull weapons. And I would like to send the glow globes, lamps, however you want to say it, to either side of Holt.
Do they actually float on their own, or are they just items that you hold?
I am not entirely certain. They didn't. Common source in darkened areas to 10 even more meters in diameter. Fuck, it doesn't say. Let me Google a second then. It was an assumption on my part, so probably wrong, but
There's a clenched fist and can shine strong yellowish light a dozen or so meters within, lasting roughly 5 solar hours before the pack needs to be recharged or replaced.
oh, then it'd be easy just to basically pop them and either throw or roll them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could say that you could probably roll one, yeah.
Yeah, do that. Give them some light, and I'll get some and come in after them. I've already walked through the darkness once. It was fucking horrifying. I'm not doing it again.
Okay. Why don't you give me... I guess how far are you trying to make the glow globe go? Are you, like, chucking it as far as you can? Are you just kind of, like, rolling it part way in like a bowling ball? Are you throwing it overhand like a fucking baseball? Like...
I would treat it as ballistic skill since I actually have ballistic skill that's not horrible. I'd throw it.
Okay.
But I would actually, as far as like lighting reasons go, would kind of want it to land behind Holt so the light shines forward from behind him, not into his eyes, blinding him. Ballistic skill, or you want something else?
Yeah, that'll work.
Don't really think I have any pluses on this. That's good enough for me.
So you throw it. It lands
Adequately.
probably like about where you wanted, but a little bit closer to you guys than you had personally wanted it to
Really
go.
hope. Yeah. Let's say. Okay, pull thing. Pistols. Pass.
All right, Holt. You see a light kind of fly in front of you. You can see a little bit further without having to flame or anything. You can see there's a lot of stuff in here. Like a lot of like boxes, but not boxes. Like they're not made of wood, but they're definitely some kind of containers, and lots of like counters and places to stick stuff on, but there's not a whole lot of actual like anything out. Like there's no like
It looks
tools
like
or anything.
storage room, essentially.
Yeah, it looks like it probably was once used as that, yeah.
Can I make out any of the markings on the container?
They're just all very smooth.
So there's like no markings whatsoever.
Why don't you give me an awareness?
Gladly. ability.
In the limited light you have, and how kind you're kind of quickly looking because you also know that there's supposed to be creatures in here. You don't see anything from a cursory glance, but you think maybe further in or maybe further up in this building that there might be more clues as to who this once belonged to.
Okay. Then I'm going to continue, just making my path forward and really just focusing, especially on the ceiling, and trying to make sure there's like nothing close to anywhere where it could like jump out of the web and you can get at it.
Okay. Well, he moves up. Aquila, what would you like to do?
I will pull out a glow globe and a grenade and activate the glow globe and throw it out ahead a little bit to light things up, and then just kind of prime the other grenade, get it ready to go.
Okay. Do you want to also give me a ballistic skill as to where you're trying to throw your glow globe out to?
Yeah, so aiming for like the area where the statue was.
Okay.
And are you following in with me, or are you kind of hanging back too?
I didn't really have time to move as well with all of that, but
Okay. No, it's probably best, honestly, that I go in alone for now.
Everyone's kind of hanging out by the door, it seems like. Letting you proceed with your flaming.
yeah, I'm a little ways in after him, but not too much.
So,
Best to give me.
oh, what was that, Shane?
I was just saying, it's best to give me a wide berth in this situation.
Definitely doesn't hurt. A good shield is a good offensive fire. But yeah, the glow globe lands, and it's right near. It lands kind of like on the pile of debris from the statue that you blew up. And when it first lands, you see the shadow of something skittering past its light projected onto a further wall. It's hard to make out how big this creature was, just because of how light plays with shadows. But it made it look like it was very large.
It's at least 300 feet tall in this 20-foot tall room.
Yes.
Damn it, I can't remember the cute spider anymore.
So Aquila. So D3D, it would be your turn now. You just saw the shadow of something that looked very spider-like.
It's spider-like.
Oh, I suppose I should probably roll my glimmer damage again for that round and keep track of how many charges I'm going through.
So that's what you saw, but as a shadow. Oops.
Okay, so I can't really tell like if it looks like it's like crystally.
You just see jaggedy kind of points, but it's hard to tell, but because it's all just a shadow. But it looks ginormous compared to everything else.
So I shot with my first one. Clearly, I missed. And then you just maybe you hear it, maybe you don't. You just mumble yourself, "Grow up here, grow up here, grow up here," and you see me sling my mother action, sling my gun back over and grab my hammer, and then my turn's done.
All right. So moved back that way. Where you're at, Holt, you've gotten close enough where you were looking at one of the containers. And from around the side of it, you see one of these things come scuttling out at you. And, or not necessarily at you, but around the corner of the crate past you. And it's like the size of a small dog. Or a medium-sized dog, rather. So it's about knee-high, and it's very jagged, and it does look like it's made of, like, crystal. And it's, like, this purpley color. It doesn't... It's not... like scuttling away like it's scared or anything. It almost seems like it doesn't notice you. Even though you've been flaming for a little while now. But yeah, it just scuttles right past you and just keeps on going. And it just moves pretty much over to like the wall, almost to the wall. Actually, let me see how far it can move. Yeah, it makes it almost to the wall where the statue was that Aquila had thrown the grenade.
Oh yeah, maybe it's responding to that. It's like it doesn't see, but it goes off of like I don't know, like vibrations or something. Did I feel like a rush of like cold air as it went past, or does the humming sound come from it that I could notice?
It doesn't seem like it's centralized on it. And you don't really feel any kind of like coldness off of it, other than like you feel maybe like the movement, the air movement of something running by you, but it doesn't seem like it's emanating coldness or anything.
Okay.
It's not like made of ice or anything.
And so I have like absolutely no idea what this thing is. I've never seen, ever heard anything like this before.
No, this is something completely new to you.
Well, it sounds like it's not in the Emperor's will if I don't know about it, so it should probably burn.
Probably. Macarius, what do you do?
I can see this?
Yep, you see it go darting past. And you for sure all see the shadow on the wall as it runs past your guys' globes.
Holt. And I saw it walk by Holt and not attack him, right? That part is important. Yep. Okay. Damn it. Holt. Don't kill it. Follow it. We may still kill it later, but for now, we can use it. Follow it.
Here to kill things, and now we're just following. All right.
He may lead us to more.
You want to make sure to be thorough. Yeah, I'd start making my way after it.
Okay.
I would still be burning a path to it, though. Like, I'm not going to let my flames touch it, but like anything that I'm going to have to walk under, I would burn before I get under it.
So you're just pretty much flaming the ceiling? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, unless I feel like the floor is like so thick it's like causing trouble to walk on.
Nah, other than there just being like crates and like counters here and there, there's nothing on the ground. Like, it's really clean now that you're like looking down and you can see in like the actual like light of the globe. The floor is like super clean. There's no dust or dirt. It's just white.
Well, that doesn't seem right. right? That's definitely
Okay. And I'm going to hand Holt one of my spare glow globes and be like, save the fuel. You might need it.
I just don't trust all that.
I don't
But I see.
disagree, but I want you to have plenty of fire if we need the fucking fire.
Oh, I've got plenty of fun.
So do you just move your full movement over to where it is? How much can you move?
Let me double check that. I mean, I would have burned this round too, though, but I would have been advancing faster because I'm not burning everything being so thorough. I'm just burning above me as I move forward at a good speed.
Full walk.
Whatever speed I could move at to try and follow that,
Combat.
and still be burning up above me anyway.
So if you're still burning, you'd only be able to do a move up to your movement as a half action. So
would that be like half walk?
So you'd be able to move a full walk.
Okay, so that's 8 meters.
But yeah, so you'd only make it about
half the distance it did.
A third of what it did.
Wow.
Because it was like running, like it scuttled fastly past you.
So yeah, I would have started to burn, and then as I saw how much ground I was losing, then I'd start to pick up the pace and just like go for a run.
Okay. And then it would be Aquila's turn.
I pull up my hell pistol and I'll do a full aim.
Okay.
Oh, full aim.
So D3D would be your turn then.
Well, I think I successfully grew a pair, so I'm going to run in after it, and I'm going to run and try to smash it. Because I distinctly heard the words, Holt, don't kill it.
Yeah, he didn't tell you not to kill him.
Yeah.
That's how you get around things.
You hear what you want to hear.
You gotta learn to say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say.
So, if you were just in the door, you would have had quite a ways to go, actually, before you'd actually make it over to it. How high are you flying, or?
Well, I can run, and I can get up to 30 meters running at it.
Okay. Believe running is a full action, though. Running is a full action, though.
Well, 10 meters is a walk. If I can't make it to it, I can't make it to it, and then the rolls.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Because it's about 30 meters from where you are, from the door.
So we're going to replay this one. So I don't actually end up in this thing. So you see me running through this, and I'm like, go up here, go up here, go up here, go up here. And then I get right in front of it, and then suddenly my chanting's bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. And then turns up.
As you get to it and you're talking, it turns towards you Well, actually, it's hard to tell which direction it's actually facing. It looks pretty much the same on both sides, but it just starts scuttling away from the light. And towards the back end of the room. And it just runs, essentially. But you see another one drop down from the ceiling. Pretty much like right on top of the other one, just next to it. And it scuttles behind a box on the right-hand side. And then Macarius, it's your turn.
So are we intentionally not supposed to see the figures on the bottom floor no more?
The what?
Are we intentionally not supposed to see anything anymore?
You should
We can
be able
still
to see it.
kind of barely see them down there,
See the box
but
with one up.
that's fine.
That's weird because on my screen you can completely see it.
Oh, a little bit more.
Let me. Oh, that's really weird. Okay, let me. I don't know why. Like on my screen, it literally was. The whole screen was a lot bigger than that, and it should have been.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's way different.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
So yeah, Macarius, it's your turn.
Let me go to me, see how far I can move, because I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm going to have to run to try to catch up to Holt. Is there readying in action? Like, I kind of remember it, but I'm not certain.
Yep.
Alright, we're going to do... Where's the movement? I'm horrified, Jay. What is it? Yeah, I'll do a full walk and ready. Like, part of me says ready the weapon just because not. Yeah, ready the weapon. I still don't trust this place.
So if you already have your weapon out, it's already ready. Like readying a weapon, like there's no like holding an action or anything like that. I don't. There is,
Okay.
but it's a full. Wait, no. What was it? It was.
Overwatch.
Is
It is a full action.
Okay. I knew there was. It was pretty sure it was a full one. So you'd either be able to. Like. I guess you'd either have to choose to go now or you could hold off and go later.
Fuck it, we'll full move 24 meters up to him.
Okay.
Trying to catch up with Aquila and Holt.
So neither of them are like super far from you. You could easily catch up to them and pass them because Holt had kind of started walking down the length of the room. And then the spider had run past him and he started going that way. So he had changed directions. So if you ran at an angle, you would catch up to him.
Yeah, I want to catch up with Holt and ask him where they went. I know, but...
Did you want to pick up your globe at all?
Yeah, that good call.
I mean, that's up to you. I mean, it is illuminating further down, but up to you if you want to have it on you since you can't see in the dark.
Yeah, I need it on me. Put one pistol away and I'll carry the other. And globe in the other hand so I can see what I'm doing.
Okay. So then Holt, it will be your turn.
All right.
And
So
remember, where did they go?
I went that way.
Yeah.
And that's the way I go. I go that way.
Do you like dart? Do you just do your full movement twice, or how do you do it? Do you run?
So, yeah. At least until I can see him again. Personally, I'm not too excited about chasing after him, but Holt's dearly.
All right, yeah. So you probably would be able to. As soon as you started moving and you made like your first movement, 16. After this, you like, so if you start walking and you get to your 8 meters, you still don't see them. So if you continued walking, by the time you get to your next 8 meters, you can see the one that had fallen from the ceiling.
And it's still skittering away, or
It's kind of just standing there. And you're not sure if it's staring at you or not.
well, I get up to within flamer range, 20 yards, and have my flamer ready, and then I wait for either people to catch up or for it to do.
Alright, once you get to there, it is Aquila's turn.
I will move up. I'll do a half move and then half aim on the spider that looks most menacing.
And I'm sorry, what's the range on the light orb that I'm carrying?
15 feet, yards, meters.
All those combined?
Yeah, I'm just kind of counting them all as the same thing.
Alright, so it's a little bit shorter than I can actually reach my flame.
Right. And technically, Aquila, you had done a full aim your last turn, so technically...
Oh, so I didn't lose that when it ran away and kind of went into the dark.
I mean... I guess I don't really know.
I kind of assumed it was use it or lose it.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would, because if you have to do any kind of thing before you make the shot, it pretty much, you lose the benefits, yeah. So, yeah, it does move out of your sight, so you don't really see it anymore. So, yeah, you're right. Sorry. So if you do one of your full movements, that's what, 8 meters?
If I can do a full act, well, I think that Holt's move far up enough that if anybody's gonna get hit, it's gonna be him. So I can do a full move without the.
Okay. So you pretty much end up just like right behind him, I'm guessing. You don't go like next to him.
Nope, always behind Holt.
Okay. So yeah, as soon as you start getting closer, you can see, I suppose even from further back, you can kind of see the shadow of, the spider from the light that Holt has on him, and it's projecting like a shadow on the wall. But as you get closer, you can actually see the thing now.
So why do we want to follow this? I just asked to everyone behind.
And it's D3D's turn.
So I know the one that's close to me is down there by the box that's close to me. Do I still see the other one?
Currently, the only one that's really in sight is the one that is standing before Holt and Aquila. The other one had run behind a box. But from the angle that you're at, yes, you can see it still.
Sorry, idiot called. I mean, locksmith. Same difference. Did I miss something? I'm sure of that, but...
I'm about to be dumb and grapple a spider.
Just kind of moving up. No attack action's been taken yet, but it is D3D's.
Yep, he's trying to figure out what he wants to do. So since it's it can be either a standard attack action or a charge action. So you'd have to get up there first.
Well, you said
But yeah, he's gonna move up and then he's going to try and grapple this spider, which gives you guys plus 20 bonus skill to weapon skill tests to hit the target.
Weapon skill, but not ballistic.
Yeah, it's a different skill.
Because I think you'll have a negative for ballistic because technically they're engaged.
Yep.
Except for the fact that, so with me, because I got 5 degrees success and I was able to grapple him, you guys now, not ballistic, but at least weapon skill gain plus 20.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah, I realized that afterwards.
Jesus. Well, you pass. Probably. Maybe.
More than likely. Yeah. So now they are engaged in a grapple.
This is kind of the moment I realized this is not Pathfinder, and I don't know if there's any grapple abilities. I don't know what you can do.
So you can... It's very similar. You can do damage by brute forcing, pretty much. You can try to like make the grappled one lay down, pretty much, and then basically it's an opposed strength test, and if whoever wins that, or if the character who is trying to do it to make the other one prone wins, then the one they're trying to make lay down becomes prone. You can also attempt to make them move, which is another strength test opposition. And you can use an item, ready an item. And then basically if you're in a grapple, you can try and break free. You can try and slip free, or you can try and take control of the grapple. Oops. So really, if Aquila's ever in a grapple, she can use slip free to try and wriggle out of the grapple by making a challenging +0 contortionist skill test.
Yup.
Hey, it's worth it.
All those weird joints.
Pull a jellyfish.
And Aquila, what were you saying in chat there?
Just figuring out which one he grappled. So he's holding the one I was aiming at.
Okay. So it is now their turn. Ugh. The one that's grappled is gonna try and break free. I don't think it's gonna happen, but he's gonna try.
I kind of hope he doesn't succeed, just so I can be an asshole.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to, but it's an opposed strength test, so I need a strength test from D3D.
Yeah, I mean, Jay could crit fail.
No, but he still succeeds, so he
Yep.
maintains the grapple. The other one... Alright, the other one that had been behind the crate comes out and attempts to stab D3D with its pointy leg, essentially.
Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, God.
And yeah, it's not able to hit.
Even if it hit, the damage was too low.
Even with pen 4?
Monofilament is horrifying shit.
No, I would have took
Yeah. So he tries to, but he misjudges how far he was going, and kind of like, as he's like kind of jumped, he kind of flew by it and tried to jab him, but missed and lands next to him. And then it's Macarius' turn.
Sorry, trying to figure out how to talk Jay into not killing spiders.
The fact that I grappled it instead of smashing it should have already been a pretty keen idea that I'm willing to not kill it.
The smartass comment is me basically walking up to you and going, "Should I get you a ring for it?" Let it go, we're following them.
They
Now,
weren't going anywhere.
Be careful what you say, because I said beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. You could be that other motherfucker.
I haven't betrayed any of your needs or wants yet.
Yeah,
Everything's possible.
sure.
For all I know, you could be a servant of chaos.
Who knows who's this?
But maybe not yet. I know. I'm waiting for that. That's one of my favorite things you got. I'm sorry. I've been up and down trying to deal with this stupid lock thing.
Oh yeah. No worries.
No worries.
But I'm assuming they're like at the end of a hallway or something.
It's just one giant room.
They just ran off to one side of it, and they're just hanging out as we're approaching them.
They're all hanging out on one side. Just the two of them.
Yep.
Yep, so the one ran past me, and I followed it, and there were two. They were both just kind of waiting for us to approach. So Jay went in and attacked, and now they're fighting back. Grapple attacked, I guess, but still. Took an aggressive action, and they responded in kind.
Yeah, that's why I haven't started firing off my pistol like a madman yet. I want to. It'd make things easier. Maybe. Let me rephrase that. It might make things easier.
May or may not. What would you like to do?
I mean, ultimately, we're here to kill these things, right?
No, we're here to explore the ruins and see what's going on. Hopefully find something of value. If that doesn't, fucking phone call.
That's right, the guys from
AFK.
Okay. Yeah, they mentioned artifacts and stuff like that, right?
Not for this quest. This was just
Not specifically.
specifically for the spiders.
They pretty much said that they need someone to clear out the area and to investigate it.
Yeah, so clearing it out, I would imagine that's getting rid of these things.
And that's a pretty good assumption, considering that they technically were the only monsters described in the account and in the description of what was around. And you don't know, there could be artifacts here. They are ancient ruins, and it does seem to be in pretty good shape. So the likelihood that you would find something intact seems like it's a pretty good possibility, even if you haven't seen anything yet. But with a little bit of time and a little bit of light, who knows what you'd find.
I'm definitely interested to figure it out.
Though with none of you guys
Locksmith
really
guys
knowing...
here, sorry.
Not a problem. But with none of you guys really knowing a whole lot about, like, different Xenoses and, like, past cultures, especially this far out, I mean, you're on the edge of what's known, so you never know what you'll find. And I think we're just going to call it here because CJ just left and... Yeah. It's already
Okay.
time.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. Yeah, it's been a bit since we've heard.